him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Give to the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
To the air, it's Eaton. He's got it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Illinois!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Penn State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And these two electrifying runners can put on a show, guys.
And we always talk about the importance of tackling on defense, never more so than a game like this. When you've got two studs in the backfield that can make people look silly, you better bring hats to the football.
Yeah, and you think there'll be a lot of carries today? When you got running backs like this that you can feature, you're going to see them get the football a lot, early and often.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out fast. And the catch was one thing and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Nittany Lions are on the move. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Might as well give it to him again. At the 20, he's got space. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him 1 to the 14. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't get...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Looking to pass. It's Eaton. Quick completion on the out route. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job. Third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Illinois lining up quickly.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On third down, going up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
No first down. That's fine. We got the completion. We had a successful play, and it sets up now a fourth down situation where, yes, I'm going for it.
This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on fourth down. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Illinois hoping to pop the cork on this red zone trip. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Back to pass, it's Eaton. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's so nice to be an offense at second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Illini!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress in the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give on the inside. That's the 45 on his way. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. He rifles one deep down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Out of the gun, the give to the back. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Hall. He'll come through on 3rd down. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second. So the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Illinois right back to the line. The RPO, it's complete. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Looking to move it through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
It's in, completed. He's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. To the air, it's Eaton. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped after making the catch. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to...
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Trying to take it back. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Strikes the blow. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. One more snap coming before halftime. Dialing up a second down pass play. He's not afraid to go deep. Brings it down on the right side. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And it's pretty clear the defensive game plan through 30 minutes has been just trying to hang on and hope for the best against these electrifying quarterbacks. Whether it's throwing or running, they've dictated how this game has gone and maybe made those defensive coordinators question their career choices. Going to be fascinating to see which defense cracks the code. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy
couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. They're setting up the screen, finding an escape route. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Caught in the backfield, it's DeMarco. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Off play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus.
Running toward the tape. Inside the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these men.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner is stopped. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here
Afterburners coming. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the second level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
Comes out throwing on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. The sure hands, it's DeMarco.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to power their way ahead. Finds a crease at the 20. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Western Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the 35 has got room. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. Illinois lining up quickly. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unleashes it on the run. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. After the misfire, now on second down. Looking downfield, it's Eaton. Looking left. Complete downfield. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. First down here for the offense.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Illini! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
he's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everything. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Motion from the offense. Second and 10, he'll throw again. He turns that loose down the right side.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jet balls up to my receiver, because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. He's going to let it go. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
What a tremendous job in coverage by that DB. He just stayed in the receiver's hip pocket, then able to locate the football and swat it away.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lee. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Oh, and the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to meet a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Hall. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Trying to power it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. What a nice play on the pick. Didn't find much running room. They'll let it slide. They've got it at the 29. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Lee.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That last completion sets him up on second down. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. Slips away. Going to try to get it himself. Delivers the contact. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed. But it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live and dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job on the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They give it to him again. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Illinois right back to the line. Dropping back, it's Eaton. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. All week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. We need to go for it on fourth down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on third down. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Makes his connection. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Nittany Lions have pushed it inside the 20. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. A first down run on the doorstep. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football, but when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Finds his big tight end.